This video was sponsored by Enhance, NeoWatt, A Better Road Planner, Elbilmek, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We're now sitting in the Mercedes eVito. This is like the poor man's EQV. Yeah. But in this video I'm gonna test the headlights. So it doesn't have the EQS digital lights, but it seems to have some kind of matrix lights. At least when I fire up the car, it does some animation, right? So we'll see. I set it to manual now. I can switch it to auto to see what happens. Oh, look at that! Yes, you see the animation when I switch from manual to auto. Whoa! There was the deer, the first deer already, just running over the field there. We could see it quite clearly. Wow, I mean, well, we are in a German car, so of course we have great headlights. Let me see, does it turn? But okay, it doesn't turn, but you see that it will focus. Not sure if I can show you that. Yeah, just like EQS, it will refocus towards the direction we are driving. So we're gonna try that more in practical use soon. No, another deer, oh dear. Oh, okay, and then this is what I don't like, is that it turns down light if it gets if you drive too slow. So okay, let me just try this. Use auto for now, see what happens. You see now it's low beam. It needs high enough speed to activate it. There, around 40-50 kilometers per hour. Okay, but some of these curves might be so sharp that I want to go slower than 50 kilometers per hour. But here, yeah, you see, maybe it's not that noticeable, but it shines brighter towards the curve we're going to. And look at the spread, look at the strength. Oh, there is that a fox? No, it's a badger. Badger. Oh, now it actually stays on the high beam. Okay, great. But wow, like I know I always say, wait, what is this? Debris. Okay, so some, okay. But you know, I always say that German headlights is the best, and without exception, these headlights are really good. Okay, what about now when there's some stationary lights? Okay, it does not do any matrix action on them. Okay, I need to eventually test some matrix. Oh, no, there seems to be some kind of cut off there. There you go. Oh, I see. There's a box, and then, okay. So there's some matrix going on. But when I look at the lights physically outside, it didn't say digital lights. So I guess they don't use the same expensive lights as the EQS. But yeah, when will I test the new EQS? Well, they just released the photos. We haven't even seen it real life yet. So eventually, yes, I'll be able to test it. Well, okay. So here again, yeah. So here you see clear when I. Does it actually physically turn? Okay, in that regard, I'm not sure if it physically turned, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like it just refocuses a bit. Yeah. Towards the curve, which is great. Then they actually did some matrix there towards the stationary lights. Okay, but we're gonna try now. Okay, I need to switch over to the manual again. There. Okay, so here, the farm inspection. All right. Boom. I mean, it's good, but it doesn't seem to be as good as, for example, the ID7 or the Q6. They're also German cars, right? So okay, let me switch it back to auto. There. Well, this is good stuff, man. Really good. But I feel like the ID7 and the Q6, they have even better spread and also more strength, but a tiny bit more. But this is still really good. Okay. Entering Deerland. They're here. What? Wow, but dude, it shines so bright and also so wide still. So I can see any animal on the side of the road. Oh yeah, let me see. Let me check something here. Does it refocus the cone based on speed? I'm not sure, but EQS will also do that. I noticed that when you drive slower, it will shine wider, and then when you drive faster, it focuses more towards far distance. I mean, EQS lights, man, they are really advanced stuff. But like I said, this is the poor man's EQS, or the poor man's EQV actually. Or the whole poor man's. It's not literally poor man. It's more like a slight downgrade of the, just yeah. But people always need to take it the wrong way. But okay, here. Wait, it doesn't turn on that quickly. Dude, come on. Anytime now? There. Wow, that was really late. But okay. Wait, what if I'm in manual? Can I still get the... Does it do the refocusing? Yes, it will. Okay. So yeah. Really good lights, but we need to test the matrix capabilities in Sweden. Okay, we are actually doing the 1,000 kilometer challenge right now, and we are in Sweden, so let's show now. We have a car in front, and the high beam is on. I can see the blue thing in the dashboard here, so it's illuminating in the ditch here, plus a little bit on the left side, I think, and then once we pass it, then zoop. Okay, maybe it wasn't that clear. And here you see, there. Yep, there we go. Oncoming traffic passed, and then it lights up. So it's nice and wide and strong. I like it. Like with most German autos. And then we can see some matrix action going on. Let's see. Car, okay, it blocks the oncoming side there, passes, and then yeah. So I've been driving now in the dark roads here for a while, and I have not been flashed yet. And maybe it could be that this van is so tall that the sensor is located behind the rear mirror, so it's tall enough to see above the whatever, right? So it doesn't misinterpret situations, and when there is a truck coming or something, it will detect it in time, so it doesn't fire up the high beam against them. So at least for now I haven't been flashed at, but we need to see around Falkenberg where the road is really straight. Over here it's kind of, well, I wouldn't say it's lots of sharp curves, but slightly more curved than further down the road. And then we see what happens once we enter the lid area with the intersection. Okay, the blue icon is still on. Oncoming truck. Truck passes. There. It went, the blue is off now, so it went in low beam. And then, there, high beam is on again. Okay. That is where there could be a moose on the road and you wouldn't be able to see it in time. But then this van is so tall, so you would just crash into the moose and then smash it, right? And I will walk away unharmed. Yeah. Okay, we can see another situation here. We have a Model Y in front of us, but the Model Y is actually driving kind of fast, but we're still gaining on it. But you can see here, if I move a bit, you can see there is like a square around the Model Y, but it's somewhat big, that square. So it seems like it has a bit low resolution. It's not digital lights like in the EQS. And then once we pass the Tesla, then yeah, there we illuminate the right side. It seems like so far so good with the matrix, the low resolution matrix. Well, we're now around Falkenberg, and Yeah, I've been driving for a while now, doing the 1,000 kilometer challenge, and my impression is that, okay, the car tends to turn down the lights late, and I've been flashed at many times, but nowhere near as many times as like that. Okay, as the other German cars. But it could be that the drivers they are just a bit tolerant, because I can clearly see many cases that the high beam is on for a little bit too long, and I would turn down it earlier. So yeah, but also many times I experience that it keeps the low beam on and waits maybe 10 extra seconds or 20 extra seconds. It feels like forever, because it could be a moose in the darkness there somewhere that I don't see, right? So I feel like, and also it's kind of dumb. Sometimes it fires up the light against a source, incoming source, and then it turns it down, and then it tries to gradually eliminate it again. It's like, well, it's obviously not based on AI or anything smarter. Like, because it should see the object, that the object is there, it's just moving closer to you, right? Like now. But it's more like it's based on sensor values. The light input sensor drops below a certain threshold, and then say, okay, well, then we need to fire up the light against that thing, and then okay, and then oh no, there's still something there, okay, something like that, you know. So it would be great if there was more like AI or neural network based system, rather than this kind of rigid pre-program thing. But okay, again, it's too much to ask from a German traditional automaker, right? But overall, it works okay. Yeah, I'd say it works okay. Not the best I've seen in the Matrix logic here, but overall, very good headlights. So that's gonna be for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later. And then yeah, it's noisy now because we're on a concrete surface.